I'd like to welcome you to the 11th National Development Policy Forum.
Today we had an event. We were discussing with the public our findings regarding cost of doing business in this country generally, but we were looking at the cost of credit. Our case was the public financing.
We are going to work very hard to ensure that we find these alternative and innovative financing mechanisms.
At the National Planning Authority, a decision was taken that in line with our mandate, we start doing this work.
As you are all aware, Uganda aspires to become a middle-income country by 2040.
We can see that the lending rates in this country have been very high. Pride gives you the circle lending, the group lending, they're the best in the country.
Majority of the Ugandans actually are excluded from the banking sector in Uganda. But what we know that this has limited the growth of strategic sectors of the economy.
Uganda has undertaken financial sector reforms, including liberalization to increase competition and reduce the cost of credit. While Uganda's banking sector is more open and dynamic, the critical issues of credit, cost of credit, and range of financial production remains a challenge.
NDP3 has priority areas: industrialization, tourism, ICT, skill-based agriculture, and so on. How much money do we put in as a budget, national budget, in these areas?
There is a lot of reluctance to finance rural projects. More than 75%, as you all know, of our population are engaged in rural agriculture, and rural agriculture is not done in Kampala city.
Lending rate does not only rely with banks. It involves everybody. If we can increase on the revenue collection to GDP so that we can address the issue of the fiscal deficit.
Thank you so much, NPA, for generating this debate. I think there are lots of things here, but I agree that we need to strengthen the public banks through either partnership. If government has got a pass, they can give them the money. But my preference will be, how do you bring in strategic investors to invest in these public banks? They come with fresh ideas, good business models, corporate governance, and so forth.
Interest rates in this country are generally very high. And government has done a lot of things to deal with these interest rates, but they persist high at 20%, 22% compared to other countries. In fact, we have one of the highest interest rates among the countries that have macroeconomic stability in Africa. We're also proposing that there should be fair lending policies. And those fair lending policies should target the youth, the women, the vulnerable. We have been told here today that we should run a market that also gives a chance to those whom we know cannot pay. And we should treat them as such and be able to look after them so that they can pay. At the same time, today we have also noted that we have banks like Stanbic who have come in, they have brought in money, and they are loaning at 10% to SACCOs. So this study has been critical. We are seeing movements on that side, and we are hoping that we will be preparing cabinet memos in 1 month's time so that these issues are dealt with government. We want to thank all the participants, thank all the media and the organizers for a job well done.